Okay, so your question is you want to know the difference between AirTies and the IQ router. All right. Well, AirTies is Wi-Fi that distributes the network throughout the house. So if they can't get Wi-Fi way back in the house, these AirTies are gonna. You just take one and put it back there. And I'll give more in-depth explanation on AirTies in a minute. But it's for distribution of the network throughout the home. The IQ router is for a better quality of internet. It will not increase speed on. They're mostly we've been using on DSL, and it's because DSL is so slow. People have YouTube videos. They get they start buffering, and people checking mail at the same time can't receive mail because the pipe to it becomes consumed. It becomes saturated. So think of it like this. This is IQ router only. So we're talking about the IQ router. Okay, here's the DSL modem sitting at their house. Here's connection back here to the internet. I'm going to leave this very general. We don't need to give a whole lot of detail. So think of it as here's what you got. You're sending data between two endpoints. All right. I'm gonna draw this little dash line. Of course, it don't break up evenly, but you got download and you got upload. All right, the two endpoints have to be able to talk to each other like me and you talking right now. If I can't hear you anymore, I don't know what you're doing. It's you gotta have a conversation. So let's say this guy down here, he starts a YouTube video. All right, it's saying, all right, send me a video. This one says, okay, it's on its way. All right, so they're talking all the time, and here comes the video down the pipe. Well, what if the pipe becomes completely full? So now he's getting his video. It's at a rate that it's not, it's not buffering, but they're still not able to talk to each other. So if it stalls, this guy can't tell this guy that I'm not getting video. So you see us buffering and all. And let's say another laptop on here is trying to check mail. All right, so what's going to happen to him? He can't talk to his service over here to say, give me mail. So what the IQ router does, it reserves a tiny amount. It goes out and does some analyzation. It takes it about a day or two. It gets better and better for a couple of days. But it analyzes how much data can be sent on this. And then all of the logic is, I actually didn't draw the IQ router here, but they're connected to the IQ router here. So let me draw this like this. They're connected to the IQ router, and the IQ router, of course, is connected to the DSL. So all of the logic is in the IQ router. All right, but what it does, it reserves a tiny amount of space on upload and download. So no matter how full this gets, this guy here can still talk back here to say, hey, I'm getting the video or I'm not getting the video. And so things appear to still be working, and it will not start buffering. It's a much cleaner experience. Plus this guy don't have a little thing spinning on his screen that says I ain't getting nowhere. It'll actually give him on screen confirmation that is checking for mail, and the mail's being downloaded. It may be slow, and he may not be, it may not just appear, depending on the size of, if it's a picture in there, it might take it a while. But at least he knows things are happening. He don't feel like, hey, I'm just stuck here. So that's really, in a nutshell, that's what the IQ router does. It reserves a little bit on each side of that to allow them to keep talking. Keeps the conversation moving, keeps things from appearing to be hosed up. So it makes a much cleaner experience. The AirTies, on the other hand, let's go ahead and draw out AirTies here. All right, AirTies is all Wi-Fi related. So let's say we use the IQRouter sitting right there. It don't have to be the IQRouter. It could be any router. If it's a cable modem, it needs to be a gateway modem. It needs to have a router built into it. The AirTies don't have routers, and that's a moot point. You don't really need to know that, other than a technician, of course, has to know that for installation reasons. But if you're trying to tell a customer what do AirTies actually do, you're not going to really get in a conversation about the gateway. So it's all about the Wi-Fi. So it starts out like this. We put an AirTie 1 right here, so I'll call it AT1. Okay, and let's say that this is the living room in the house. Okay, so they're getting good signal right here, but you know the kitchen is over here. Got a bedroom right here. Got a bedroom right here. And this is a big house, and so they can get good service like right through here. Everything, you know, these things broadcast 360 degrees, even if it's a split level house. So it may be floor 1 and floor 2. These things still, if it was sitting right here on floor 1, and here's floor 2, and you're up there, see this signal is, it don't necessarily, it'll do pretty much 360 degrees, but they kind of go like this, right? The signal kind of goes like that. So these people up here will still be able to get service. But anyway, I ain't gonna get off on the 2-floor thing, but that's how it'll work on 2 floors. But here's the floor plan. So now let's say bedroom 1, they want to get some service in bedroom 1. What we do is we take an AirTie 2 and we pair the 2 of them together. So it don't have to have a wire on it. Once it's been paired, it can be moved back here. So let's say they plug up AirTie 2 back here. All right, so now AirTie 2, it has this same radius that goes out like this. So now, of course, they can get Wi-Fi out here on the back side of the house. But of course, that's got all of the bedroom covered. It's got part of bedroom 2 covered. This one has part of bedroom 2 covered. So, and there's no wire to this. Once it's been paired to this one, you just unplug it and go move it here. And if you decide that, hey, this is a spare bedroom and we don't even want service in here, that customer, you could tell them, okay, unplug it and go plug it up in bedroom 2. You can get service in bedroom 2, and it's as simple as unplugging it, and moving it, and plugging it back up. It'll pick back up. So, but if they said, well, we need service over here, well, let's put another one over here. This is AirTie 3. Well, now you're starting to really get coverage on the whole place. And if the kitchen, let's say this is a garage over here, well, and let's just put another AirTie right here. And again, none of these have wires on them. All we did was pair it with the very first one. It has a wire to a router of some kind, but all of the other ones, they don't have any wires. They're just, once they've been paired here, they talk back to that one wirelessly. So now this guy, he's got this. So now they have everything covered with 4 AirTies. They got kitchen, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, living room, garage, somewhere in here they got a bathroom. Everything is covered, and they used 4. We don't recommend more than 5 of these, but some homes I've been in could use a 6th one because just the size of it. We don't usually recommend more than like from this one to this one, you really don't want more than 40 feet. 40 feet apart. But you know, a lot of houses that's you put one at each side of the house. You know, a house that might be a typical house, 2,000 square foot house probably ain't going to be more than 65 feet. So if you put them in just a little bit like that, you cover, you know, easily that size house with two of those. So basically, in a nutshell, they do support AC if a customer asks that, because everybody's phones and stuff now are AC. So if you want to know what that is, that's a different topic. But AC is the latest thing in Wi-Fi, so they do support all the latest Wi-Fi technology. So I think that's it. You got any questions?
Okay.
All right, that wraps it up.